Oke, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Selamat sejahtera, shalom, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, salam kebajikan. Good evening, everybody. So my name is Aditya Prasetya, and along with my friends, we have Finanisa Zafira, Raihan Faris Jafari, Ahmad Aska Kusama, and Chaliza Aziz. Today, we are going to present our group. Our group is called Makmur Jaya.
Okay.
And now we're going to introduce the team. So for this team, our team leader will be Finanisa. And I, myself, Aditya Prasetya, responsible for business alongside with Chaliza Aziz, who's also responsible for the creative. And for the tech, Raihan Faris and Ahmad Asaka are responsible for that. And now for the next. So now we are going to look at our team background. Finanisa, you are allowed.
Okay, thank you, Theo. So, good evening, Pak Mardhani and everyone in this class. As we can see from the slide, I would like to introduce myself. You can call me Vira, actually. And from the background, I experienced as sociopreneur founding member, and also I have an experiences also in data analysis and business intelligence. And in this team, I take a role to manage the team in general. But we actually will work together and manage each other team member together. And yeah, if we to everyone in this class, maybe if we want to connect each other, you can connect to my LinkedIn over there. Yeah, thank you. Maybe we can move to the next slide.
Hello everyone, my name is Raihan and I'm from Jakarta. And yeah, from my PPT, my experience is being a hardware programmer currently at Gamma Force, and then I'm a mobile app developer for Odger, my project with my friends, and then I'm the staff of Students Appreciation of BEMKM FMP UGM. And yeah, if you wanna connect me in LinkedIn, you can search my name, Raihan Jufari. Next.
Yeah, so good afternoon, teman-teman and Mr. Mardhani. My name is Ahmad Asa, and you can call me Asta if you want. So this is my CV in PowerPoint. So basically, right now I'm currently joining Apple Developer Academy, and I'm also at Pascal Loyalty as an iOS developer for their reward app. And also there's awards that probably I don't want to talk one by one. And I have some volunteering which is in BMKM as an data digital analysis staff. Well, same as the previous team member, if you want to connect me with LinkedIn or mail, you can contact me at this. Fun fact, I'm already connect with Mr. Mardhani in LinkedIn, sir. I'm already sent the invitation to you. So on to the next one. Thank you.
Okay, so the next one is me. My name is Aditya Prasetya Putra, but you can call me Tio. Currently, I am the head of organizational development at Himakom UGM. I also have several experiences at events such as Manda Fest, and I was the chairman at Journalistic Education of Smanda. And like any other us, if you want to connect me from LinkedIn, and you can connect it from the link written in the PPT.
All right, I guess I'm up. I'd like to enable my camera, and I'd like to say good afternoon for everyone in this meeting room, fellow students, and especially Mr. Mardhani. I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Chaliza Aziz. I'm just like the other. I'm in the computer science at Universitas Gajah Mada. My latest activities right now is I'm having this event, the International Youth Summit for Renewable Energy. I'm acting as the director of operation. The job descriptions are listed there in the presentation, and I also uh, do my internship in the OEA for about 4 months, early about last year in October. I think that's everything. I also have a LinkedIn, so maybe we can get connected together, and you can just type my name there, and we can exchange recommendations and so on. I think we can go to the next slide. So it's now we're now talking about the problems that existed and the solution that um, we might have for the problems that we'd like to solve. First off, I'd like to explain about the problems first, I guess. Um, Next, yes. Um, so here's the thing. Maybe you guys already realized that we're putting this agricultural theme for our background, since this is the problem that we'd love to highlight, since Indonesia is the huge country with about close to 300 million citizens, and we still face this problem, which is food shortage. And then next, I'd like to mention, so here's the deal. The world food production need to be increased 70% to feed the growing population of the world, and that only feeding. If we want to nourish the world, I mean, if we wanted to give allow everyone to have a better access to uh, food, I mean, the nutrition itself. The problem itself is actually kind of more. I don't know. It's like it's like really hard to solve. I mean, it's the real DL. So after that, we go to the next slide. Yes. So since the water level, the sea level is rising, it's like there's and also because of the climate change, we're now have much more or less uh, land that we can put some crops in it. So it's like the food that that can be produced every year. It's like it's just decreasing. So yeah, it's like it's again it's the real deal. So we might have the solution, but it's like I guess Bando Raihan will explain more. Please, Raihan.
Yes, thank you, Khaliza. I would like to add on some points from Khaliza's presentation. And on on the previous slides, I would like to take a step back and see the bigger picture of this problem. In 2019, the number of people living on Earth is about 7.6 billion people, and some can say it's very beneficial. We have a lot of people, and some may say it's very deteriorating. But if we maintain the the growth rate of this population by 2050, our population can increase up to 9.6 billion. And this type of increase in population can contribute to problems in the world. And for this project, we focus on food productions worldwide. And with that amount of people in our minds, we have to find ways to continue continuously produce quality foods for the people. And I would like to cite quotes from the president of Food and Agriculture Organization by Dr. Steer. He said that to meet human needs, we must close the 70% gap in terms of calorie between the food we will need and the food available today. But we must do so in a way that creates opportunity for the rural poor, limits clearing of forests, and reduce greenhouse gas emissions from agriculture. And from his quotes, we can summarize that uh, we have to produce more food in order to accommodate the 9.6 billion population by the time we hit 9.6 billion population of people. And then the FOA, the FAO, the Food and Agriculture Organization led Global Soil Partnership reports that around 75 billion tons of soil are eroded every year for lands worldwide, which equates to an estimate of financial loss of $400 billion per year. Then, what is the solution? Uh, I would like to quote from Global Data by Seasons, suggests that the greater attention must be paid to achieve the balance between quality and quantity. And emerging agriculture technologies also afford the opportunity to boost production without hindering the standards. And the solution can be achieved by investing in technology, thus helping increase food productions without compromising quality. And that's why this project's idea came up. From this problem we just examined, food production is a big problem. Sorry for that. And food production is a big problem that needs to be addressed frequently, and that's why this project exists. It's based off current world situations, and we hope we can help a lot of people with our project. And we can move on to the next slide.
Okay, thank you, Bando. So I would like to explain more about problems that occur near us in Indonesia, especially. And as you can see here, the news that we provided are in Bahasa, but I'd like to explain more it in English instead. We can see that there's scarcity, how food and basic goods price are either extremely high or extremely low, which both has such really serious bad impacts. And on one side, where the price is very high, it affects the sales of the product. And on the other side, where the price is very low, it impacts the farmers that throwing away the unsold product, as what happened in the Central Java, as you can see on the news there. And actually, if we read the news, it said that this act is such a protest action from the farmers to the government. And we can conclude that there's no balance in the supply and demand of food production. And so there are some key takeaways that we got such four main problems in here. Next slide, please. And these complicated problems happen exactly because of some complicated reasons as well. And I will tell you the reason why. Next. So the four main problems that I have explained before happen because the first one, to balance the supply and demand of farm product, we need to increase its quantity and quality. However, the space for that keep decreasing due to the need of industrialization and mostly because of the natural catastrophe as given on the news there. And the second problem is that on the other side, we're now suffering from global warming, right? And unexpected weather change easily, and that really affect organic products. Most farmers don't know what to do with the unpredicted weather, and they can just treat the plants as it will rain tomorrow, but suddenly tomorrow's could be just super hot, and they should have treated their plants differently. This is what most farmers are struggling with, and we believe they will need a tool to predict what will happen with what will happen with the weather and their plant and how to treat them better. And also, the third reason is also because of the urbanization issue that happened to let the farmer suffer with, if it's in Bahasa, it's called tengkulak, and it's their major problem in selling their product. And next slide. And as we know, farmer in Bahasa is petani, right? And it stands for Penjaga Tatanan Negara Indonesia. And the problems that is being complicated happen, and with the name stated there, we believe that they should be our priority. Their problem should be our priority to solve. Okay, next slide. Okay, the solution will be delivered by Asta.
Yeah. So the solution that we proposed that
Kalau yang kedua itu kan, kalau yang kita butuh,
hold
kalau yang pertama yang
sebentar.
dikasih.
Ini kita lagi ngomong what quality collaboration itu taruh di.
Okay, I'm sorry, sir. Yeah. I'm sorry. So the solution that we proposed to this problem is data-driven agriculture. So what is basically data-driven agriculture? So data-driven agriculture is basically we tend forward towards to the affordable digital agriculture solution for Indonesia. Next slide, please. So basically, the data-driven agriculture is we gather data from its land. So the data that we gather from its land is being analyzed in order to make suggestion for farmers, which will make them enable to ramp up production on the same farmland, but minimizing the production cost while preventing the greater loss of the natural disasters. As we see on the previous slides, that many of the news that said that due to the floods, a lot of the production it's gagal panen. So we propose the solution to make that natural disasters preventable. Next. So how do we do that? So basically, this is our very basic concept of the data-driven agriculture. This actually I am collecting it from the future from the United Nations. So basically, we plant the sensors on the crop side, and then after the sensor give us the data from the platform, it will be sent to us via cloud and software, and then we analyze it. How do we make this production ramps up? How do we have this limited edible land makes ramp up much more productions? After we do that, we come to the decisions, and the implementation of the decisions is we giving the suggestion to the farmers to make their productions, and and our suggestion is given to the farmers. And I think that is all, sir. And we go to one of my partners here.
Next slide, please.
I guess this is my part. So Aska is already presenting the ideas and basically the big picture of the what are we going to do. So here's the next step that our team might need to do and execute. The first one is the approval, which means we need to have more group discussion if we want to make this thing a reality. And the second one is we have to do more market research, which we gather lots of more information from our target markets and customers in the real life, both from we have a real life survey to the ground, or we look at some data from maybe badan urusan statistik or something like that, and then we do the product development, which means mainly Raihan and Aska will will do their job, and then after the product is ready, then we're gonna do the product launch. We release the product to the market, and we started to do the marketing and campaign strategy to get the words out, and executing lots of partnerships proposals as well. Next. Okay, so I guess that's everything. I guess that wraps it up. Thank you. We love questions, so feel free to ask if you have anything in mind.
Okay.
Please.
Okay, thank you very much for the presentation. Very comprehensive. It's good start and very impressive to have your presentations. So basically, is you have a good profile on your team, and also you already captured the idea that you want to develop with your team. But of course, these things we need to discuss more. Yeah. So I would like to share with you something. Let me share with you. Now I also working with my friend to discuss to build something like this. Maybe let's say. Yeah, you can see this here. We develop a technology to support the agricultural environments, but in the cities. Yeah, because if we this is like maybe you can start a tunas farm. This is the how it looks the works. So we're using the main building in the cities in the middle of Jakarta, and then we plant the vegetables and etc. And we bring like this one, and then we sell directly in the store. Yeah. So this is like the technology that we're using for agriculture. So maybe this is not only it's just only a trigger to develop your idea more sharp and then more focus on what you want to address in the future. Yeah. But I think for this group is good enough, and then I think just please keep the idea first, and then we will discuss later. Yeah, after we have another presentation for another groups. Yeah, thank you very much for this thing.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's very good. And then we go to the next group of Muhammad Fabian. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, can you guys see the screen?
Yes, we certainly can.
Okay, so Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Today, I would like to introduce myself. I'm Fabian from Ilmu Komputer 19, and today I have me and four of my friends have a certain idea to do this assignment as a law counseling app. But before all of that, I would like to introduce our team structure. So Alhamdulillah, my friend has trusted me to become their team lead because of this idea. And then we have technical with Muhammad Alvan Ismail as the backend developer and Handaru Ramadan as the front-end developer, and the business side with Aditya Rehan Putro. Okay. So I would like to introduce myself first. My name is Muhammad Fabian Sweden Putra. I'm currently a head of subdivision in Arts and Talent Division member in our student council in computer science. And I have an interest in product management, web development, and database. And if you want to connect in LinkedIn, there's my LinkedIn link and my portfolio link in GitHub. And if you want to call me, there's also my number. Next.
Okay, so I guess this is my turn for me to introduce myself. So my name is Muhammad Alban Ismail. I'm majoring in computer science in UGM, and that's all pretty much I can say about myself. I've currently joined no organizations of a sort, I frequently join just extracurricular activities, most of which is related to my hobbies. So, but I do have some sort of a monumental interest regarding everything computer science. For example, like game development, web development, and maybe a little bit of software engineering. So maybe if you guys are interested in connecting with me, if you have some sort of the incentivization, you may connect with me through LinkedIn. You may also if you also want to call me or maybe contact me through phone number, there's the phone number right there as well. So next.
Okay, so hello everyone, and hello Pak Mardhani, and good afternoon. So I think I would like to tell you some of my organization that I
Okay, I think Handaru has technical problems. We can move on to Rehan.
Okay, I would like to introduce myself. Hello, everyone. I am Aditya Putro Pratolo, and I am a computer student who have interest to learn any soft skill and hard skill. And I'm not only interested to learning technology, but also frequently I'm jumping ahead to learn many things that related to be an entrepreneur. For now, I have several small and medium enterprises. The first one, you can search on Instagram. I have a platform called Hydro Project. It is a platform in agriculture based on hydroponic method that have a purpose to educating people and also selling a product from it. Then I have selling a perfume by creating a parfumbrush.id. And then because I love koi and I'm also a koi breeder, I'm creating a platform that called Koi First and Kohagu Jogja. You can search it in the Instagram. Then the last one, I am the co-founder of grillsession.id. It is basically a home service grill. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sorry, sir. I have lost my connection before. So back to the organization that I joined, such as the student executive body in the Gadget Mada University, and in the digital data analysis of the ministry. And I would like to tell some of my skills, such as the programming language, like Python, HTML, and CSS also. And in the software, I also can the Visual Studio Code. I think that's all.
All right, high time for me to explain this. So the main reason why we are interested in developing such a application is because we are aware of the issue that many Indonesian citizens are law blinded, which means they're practically uneducated in terms of the law, which sometimes lead to maybe if a person wanted to start their businesses and they don't know if they can't tell if their business are legal or not, they might risk creating a business that may be considered unlawful. So, and that could crucially impact how the business runs because it's against the law to a certain extent, and it also leads to the problem where maybe people could get married illegally because without any laws, without any intervention of the law. And that's why hopefully this app will resolve this issue so that it alleviates the problem by getting the law involved a lot easier. That's pretty much the headline and the spearhead of this development.
Okay, so first of all, I would like to explain what actually is this application. So as Alvan has mentioned, this is a counseling law app. This app have a focus on maintaining user satisfaction which will help the user to get the right answer based on the written law. Okay, so the user would likely to choose the lawyer and they need to based on what certain problem they have. They're gonna picking by several categories and and for the satisfaction of the customer. So in income problem, I would like to maybe the idea is to, if the problem is heftier or bigger, then the higher is the cost. And regardless of the outcome of the process, the customer can give a review to the lawyer to their satisfaction. So roughly, basically, it's like Halodoc, but we don't sell medicine, but you can consult to a lawyer and not a doctor for law reasons. Our target market is actually, it's really like LBH, if you know, Lembaga Bantuan Hukum, which help law school graduates who are looking for a job in a certain law firm, and they could really just sign up for this project, and they would get exposed into a real life problem. And for the other part is, of course, the user that are legally law blind citizen, or having little knowledge of law in in basic laws. So with some example, of course, if you want to start a business but you don't know if this is illegal or not, for example, if you want to start a shirt business but you don't know if you could use this image, or would it be copyrighted or not, you can counsel in this application. Or maybe if you want to start to get married or even divorce, you can just open your app in the phone and just counsel in a divorce lawyer. And essentially it's directed towards those who needs the help of the law as practically as possible. So next, I would like to tell about my personal interests. So if you're asking where did I get the idea, I would like to tell a little bit of my story. So once I met a person, and he took a charges because of law he committed. And then when the cops asked why did he do that, he only answered with, "I'm sorry, I'm law blinded." And I think that makes me realize that's a major problem. A lot of Indonesian people, and including myself, that still doesn't know what is legal or not by law. With this problem, of course, I tried to think and create a solution. So with this solution, I developed this project idea. And with this idea, I believe it could help people regarding they want either to start a business or personal problems and general stuff for legal reason, and giving them the ideal solution by connecting them with either fresh graduate lawyers that have signed up or even experienced lawyer to give them the best solution.
All right, my turn from my personal interests. So to put it concisely, I see this as more of an opportunity for me to flourish my skills, because I currently feel like I have a very insufficient level in this regard. Though, fortunately, I don't see this as a kind of a turn down to this such opportunity, because more of a chance to learn new things and be part of something quite substantial. And in this instance, to fulfill Fabian's aspiration, I do consider myself as someone who's quite uneducated of how the law works. So maybe this is my chance to finally learn something new, in addition to what I'm supposed to do. And I think what matters the most is how I do in the technical side. So I don't really see the need for me to explain how the backend developers work. So for the most part, I usually I'm in charge of the stuff behind the entire action. So I'm gonna be working on the process of how the app works, make it user friendly, make it operate the way it needs to be operate, and so that everyone could use it, and everyone, I mean. So that's pretty much it. Next.
Yeah, from me as the front-end developer, and I make sure that the content displayed of the user browser runs according to the agreed design, and the headers that move sideways, or what are called sliders, the menu icons that change where scrolled, and cute and adorable animation that make us want to pinch the screen, are features that I will write it with the programming code that I master, such as the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And technically speaking, I'm the person in charge of all code sent from the server and received by each user browser. And as a result, that user can see and interact with our product directly through the content button, image and navigation, and internal link built by my HTML, CSS, and the code. And in like Alvan said, that in this regard, I'll also find myself less educated in terms of how the law works in my own country. So this might be a change for me to really get to know the important things, so I don't have to worry and breaking the law under any circumstances while studying and applying other things. Yeah, that's all from me.
Okay, the last one is for me as a e-marketing manager. I have my own vision. Then my vision is to be able to make Consilo app be known as many people as it gets. Then when many people could get access into our services, and then there must be a lot of number of people that can be helped by us. Then I'm setting up some plan to reach my vision. The first one is to learn what is the demand of people. In this case, it's e-marketing aspect. Then so many people can trust Consilo app and consider us as their helper. The second thing is we setting up marketing strategy and plan based on our learning process. After that, if there is any increasing user number of our services, and learn how to maintain and slightly increase marketing strategy so the number of user can increase significantly. After it, by now, if we already got a big number of user and success to maintain our user, until our user already sustain, our focus will be switching to maintaining the old user, but not overload to the new user. Okay.
Thank you. I think that's explained everything with the intentions and all. And I would like to thank Mr. Mardhani for the chance. And thank you, my friend, for the attention.
Okay. Well, thank you. It is also very specific idea about law applications. Yeah. So I'm wondering what the main reason or background that you came up with this idea. Do you have any personal experience or something?
Yes, I'll explain it a little bit in the slide. I've been come up a problem with a person, and then he took some charges for me, and then when we could go to the cops, and when the cops, why did you do that? And I'm sorry. He only answered with, "I'm sorry, I'm law blinded," which make me confused and just keep that thing just stuck in the back of my mind, and I tried to create the solution for it.
Okay, okay. That will be a good point because sometimes experience will become with the idea. Yeah, that's nice one. Yeah, that need to be headlight. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much for this thing. It's also have a good profile and also good idea. So I will give you some guidance next year. Okay. After that, we go to the next. I think to Nicholas Hadou.
Yes, sir.
My spelling is right, Nicholas Hadou.
Yes, sir.
It's like soccer player, I think.
Yes, sir. Wait, sir, let me. Okay. Can you guys see my screen right now? Is it visible?
Yes. Nice.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Cool. Okay. So rak nongol rak juga rak. Okay. So basically, we had this idea to make sort of a apa? Oh yeah, sort of a platform where students and developers from around the world, mostly for games, to be able to like to come together and be in a designated place, sort of a hub, which is why it's called Game Hub, you know, for like people to be able to like contact each other, share resources and everything. And we came up with this idea because last time I developed this game, and finding resources and guides and tutorials on it was just really hard, especially like when I get into a bit more in depth and niche features which you cannot just look it up on YouTube. And I suppose that's the introduction from me. Maybe Haryo can take over.
Okay. Hello. So my name is Rio, and I'm the team leader here. Okay. So maybe I'm gonna explain a bit about why we actually have this um, idea. So the gaming industry has been very big in the past years. It's been like $1 billion industry, and um, well, there has throughout the years there has been some popular Indonesian games like maybe some of you know Dreadout, but unfortunately in Indonesia itself we tend to be the consumers instead of the makers of the game, and we try to change that. We try to create a platform where we can actually learn to develop games from scratch as well as to host it as well. And if you can look at the our so to be fair, uh, we were a bit confused as to what how we are gonna explain this idea. So we just made a business model canvas. Maybe we'll start at the value propositions. Okay, maybe Raka would like to continue.
Hello, can you hear my voice? Hello?
Yes, we can.
Yes, yes, we can.
Okay, so for our value propositions, we mainly focus on 3 points, and which is to provide a platform for game developers, communities, and to interact and collaborate. So since, as Haryo said, Indonesia's game creators are a little bit on the downside compared to the consumer side. There are only a few games that are popular in the world from Indonesia. For example, some horror games like um, um, there are some. And to provide resource on game devs, as Nico said, there are really like not a lot of resources. There are probably some that you can take and that are paid classes. So it's like, you know, you don't want to pay to learn, you don't want to pay a lot to learn to create games, you know. And for us to store apps where users can download the games hosted by us directly. So we can not only give resources and models and such, but you can also like provide games for them to like see what the creators have made hosted by us. And the other 3 are game news, game developer monitoring, and recruitment qualified mentors. These 3 are like gaming news. We want for like spicy news, like when is the big games gonna come out, and also like what's happening behind the scenes and such. And for the mentoring, uh, we need to be able to train the newcomers, so we need some mentors, especially qualified mentors that understands the concepts of how to actually develop a game. Yeah, I think that's it. The next maybe Mika.
Okay. Hello guys. My name is Mika. I'm the one who's responsible. My name is Mika or Milenica. I'm the one who's responsible for the business part in this project. So I'll explain the business related parts here. So for our customer segments, we try to aim to to advertise it to game developers and game enthusiasts, or even students who are interested in making games or developing games or even just playing games, and then so that they could just provide what's it feedbacks on how to improve or how to to make the game better for everyone. And for our customer relationship, we will have some sort of forum for our users to participate and communicate their ideas. It's also a place to put their feedbacks and criticisms to constantly improve our services. Of course, there will be moderators to prevent unwanted contents in the forum. Okay, within our website later, we will provide source codes, place to upload source code, because this whole project is intended to be open source, right? So everybody has access to, well, most of the assets that are required to create the game. Also, we will provide place to upload and record the documentations for each game so that everyone knows how a specific game were built and how it works, what kind of engines, language, stuff that it uses, basically. Okay. We will try to find partnership with many, many organizations, many schools where they have people who are interested to use our services, like the people from SMK Informatika, or maybe from our neighboring, university like Amicom, or people from the Ilkom. No, I mean people from like our friends from Ilkom, and then D4 pengembangan perangkat lunak UGM, and then we can also find partners from outside, like coding boot camps, and even hosting services to host our website later on. Okay. Revenue streams. Oh, so how we profit from all of this is we could use ads on our website. We could put advertisement that has something related to the games and the entertainment industry. And we could also make a subscription business model so that the people who use our service have even better access to the premium features, like no ads, and then 247 contact with mentor if you want to ask anything about game related stuff. And then we could add exclusive emojis like we use in Discord and stuff like that. I think that's it from me. Maybe the next one could be explained by Aziz.
I think I'll continue. Since this idea is still is still open to interpretations. Basically, it's not fixed, but we do intend to basically make it like the demographic audience will be gamers. It's probably will be like mostly gamers and people around our age, our as in the students are nicer, not your age. No offense, yeah, but um, for the cost structure, since we're currently so we basically try to be a value driven startup, since we believe that when people create something, we can take pride in it. Let's say one of our users used our game hub to make one of the top selling games of maybe 20 something, right? And then we can be proud because we actually helped the guy. We gave him the resource. We actually contributed in in the making of that game, basically. And since the cost structure is mostly flexible, but it's still a bit there's still a fixed cost, which is the hosting service, because we need to host the website and it's not free. Website or the app, we'll see how it goes. It's still up for debate, but it's not free definitely. And for the variable cost, since mentors are, well, some are good, some are bad. It depends. So it's still up to debate too. But mostly this will be like the biggest expense, I suppose. And basically I think that's it from us. And oh yeah, and I forgot to show our CV, but I suppose I'll just drop a link in the description, because I don't think it's that necessary right now, because it's mostly empty except for Harios. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. In order to attract more people, we obviously need to have a channel to basically get in contact with them. We plan to go by Reddit, game journals, news websites. It's this the obvious ones, and then Twitter, Instagram. It's a bit, I don't know. It's a bit hard maybe, because you need to get a following first. But mostly Reddit, since it's one of the easiest platform to actually build audience. And I suppose that's it basically from us. Maybe Mas Mika, Raka, or Haryo wanna add something?
Oh yeah, previously we haven't really talked about our CVs, right? And because we thought that it's the product that counts, like the CVs can just be submitted separately. But would you like us to actually present our CVs,
Yeah.
or yeah? Okay. My CV.
In short, yeah, I think in short, short explanation. Yeah.
Okay. So hello everyone. Okay, as you can see, I am a computer science student in UGM. I speak Indonesia and I'm quite fluent in English, and I'm still learning German. But yeah, I gotta say, I guess I'm intermediate German speaker. Yeah, and I have several development web development experiences in that I completed the Udemy course. And so last time I got an offer to actually be a front end developer for Jogja International MUN last year. And then from the business side of things, I was actually a member of ISEC, where I handled international relations as well as quality assurance. And current projects and roles, I am currently the vice president in UGM. I am in charge of doing the business side of things, such as sales and marketing, and then international relations, and as well as quality assurance. And yeah, I am in charge of actually making a long-term goal, a long-term strategy for my department. Yeah. Okay. And last but not least, I am currently the front-end developer for GMCO website. Uh, Gajah Mada. Wait, the orchestra thing. I forgot the full name. I'm so sorry. Fafa, can you help me? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. What does GMCO stand for?
It stands for Gajah Mada Chamber Orchestra.
Yes, chamber orchestra. Yes. Okay. And then skills. I suppose there's a lot more than that, but what I can say that is useful for this project is that my writing skills as well as my programming skills, and that's it. I suppose I have LinkedIn profiles, but I don't use it as much. But feel free to approach me. Just type Hario Caksono. You'll see you'll know which one I am, I suppose. And yeah, that's it for my CV. And moving on, I suppose, to siapa? Mas Nico, maybe.
Okay. So this is actually my old CV. I haven't updated it. So I'm Nicholas Hadu. I'll correct, sorry, the pronunciation. It's a bit hard. I can't even pronounce it at first. So my past experience, I was the organizing committee at the 69th annual election for UKM Sepak Bola UGM, which I just helped around, not much. I was also ISEC member in 2020, team member at Incoming Global Volunteer, and I'm currently still in ISEC as a team member in International Relation and Qualities, Incoming Global Talent. Haryo is actually my vice president, which I'm not happy about. Um, So my skills and competencies, I'm proficient in the use of MS Office, Sony Vegas, Photoshop, just the usual stuff. I'm proficient in C++, Java, and C Sharp, but Java and C Sharp is basically the same language. I'm also quite adept actually in Unity Game Engine. I'm also active speaker in Indonesian, English, Javanese, and actually for my experience and projects, I developed this game called it's basically a Mario clone, but I didn't add it here because I forgot. But basically that's it from me. Maybe next Mas which one? Mas Raka, yeah.
Hello, my name is Mardhani Raka. I'm a computer science student. I don't have much to say, but I can say that I've made a couple of personal projects and volunteered in some esports tournament as a staff, mostly to sort out players and staffs and quality check whether the players are cheating or not. And also, I'm interested in content creation of digital editing and such, and also machine learning, starting to actually research on some stuff. And I'm used to do wall magazines at my high school, made dozens of designs for important events. And yeah, that's it. If you want to go to my LinkedIn, just check my name.
Okay, so it's my turn. My name is Mardhani Riasetiawan. I'm just a computer science student like you guys. Most of these stuff that I put up here has not much related to the project that we're currently doing, because this was for TGM, I think. This was the one that I upload for TGM. So yeah, I am a member of the Teater Gajah Mada 2019 batch. I'm sorry, this is wrong. I'm sorry. I'm 2020 batch. Like, this one is wrong. I didn't fix this one. I upload the wrong one. So I've joined a video contest, like educational video contest, and I won the second place. It was back then when I was junior high school, and I had a scores of 610 in TOEFL. And I'm quite proficient in some coding language like C++, Java, and Python now. I could also use some basic Microsoft Office skills like Excel and Words, I guess. I could speak English, Indonesian, and Javanese. Yeah. Also, I'm interested in narrative-based video games, probably because I played a lot of video games when I was a kid, and I'm somewhat interested in art and music. I also sometimes have discussions about philosophy and stuff. I also like changing people's perspective and taking part in accelerating the progress of the society. I think that's it for me.
Okay, so I think that's it from us, sir. Thank you so much for providing us with this opportunity, and good. What is this? Good afternoon, sir. Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. I think I'm very happy to see your profile, all the students in this class. Yeah, you have a good level or some of the potential that very good lah for starting. Yeah. So I ask you, is there any student that doesn't have have group yet, or all of you already have the group? We currently have a 3 group, yeah, I think. So because we are about 21 or 22 people, I think. Yeah, maybe one of you, but in the chat we only have 3 teams that claim for the presentation, but it's okay. Okay, so I think that's you have a good start for the starting of our journey in these courses. So for the next week, I would like to continue the challenge. Yeah. So I would like you to not to focus first in your idea development, but I would like you to, based on your idea, try to find about at least minimum 5 competitor of your idea, and I want you to learn how they work in the business or in the technology way. So you can assess from many, you can capture what the point of their strength, what is the point of that already done, and then you can learn from them, because we try to to see you see your idea validation phase for the next week actually, yeah. So you can make a presentation for the competitor, or you just make a note is okay for you, yeah. But we will more discuss on it, and then I would like you to invite you to submit your presentation that or you already present to me into the ELOC, and then I will give some assessment. Sorry, I will try to evaluate that one, and then I will next week I will announce the decision. It is we will still run at least 3 group. This 3 group will be exist, or we need to change the group based on the profile of the members, and of course the idea, yeah. But before it, we need to do the data idea validation, that you need to looking for at least 5 competitor for your idea, and then to see how they work and how they do their business. I think you already get the idea, yeah? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. I think that's good and very impressive, and very thank you. And it's very fun. If very happy as lecture if I can see the good presentation and also the high quality delivery from you. Thank you very much. I'm very proud to be your lectures. Okay. 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 Thank you very much for today. Do you have any question?